to a very long story. It's about 10 times this size. Oh, it hasn't gotten scary yet. Don't worry. That's coming. Forward by EA. Awareness is the enemy of sanity, for once you hear the screaming, it never stops. Perfume was first created to mask the stench of foul and offensive odors. Spices and bold flavorings were created to mask the taste of putrid and rotting meat. What then was music created for? Was it to drown out the voices of others, or the voices within ourselves? I think I know. I remember, when I was still a child, like you, how I was plagued by voices in my head. No joke. The voices frightened me, bringing me to tears nearly every night until adolescence, and as such, I was always dehydrated. I lived each day dreading the night to come, when my limbs would be seized by a heavy paralysis, the voices growing louder and louder and louder until I couldn't hear you if you were shouting in my ear. Oddly enough, no one believed these voices of mine to be real enough to warrant looking into, and so I had no choice but to find some way to overcome this nightly terror on my own. After the first few years, the voices began to manifest even during the day. I remember standing in the doorway to my bedroom one afternoon and beginning to cry. I must have made a noise of some sort because my grandmother, who was in the kitchen at the other end of our long hallway, this being the only time I ever saw her, she asked me if I was all right. And having already learned to hide my feelings, if only to preserve my 6-year-old dignity, I called back to my grandmother in my calmest voice, telling her that I was fine, that I had only bitten my lip. Naturally, she believed me. As long as I live, I will never forget the night when I lay in my bed and, screaming for help, sobbing and covering my ears, having failed to produce any result, I tried the only thing left. I played music in my head. I played the most beautiful piece of music that my 8-year-old mind could comprehend, and that was Papa Bell's Canon in D. Of course, to most people, this work has become as trite and empty as The Bride Wearing White. I'm sure it's actually being played across the street now where they are having a wedding. Good luck with your less than 40% success rate. Anyway, it's funny because it's true.